What's going on in Warsaw?
Come to Warsaw and really show what you have to offer.
Something is happening in Poland. Café Babel paid Warsaw a little visit in order to analyze this change.
That for like art projects, language project, journalist projects, a lot of things are going on.
A new wave of proposals, projects, artistic initiatives or businesses are taking place in Poland. Many European expatriates are trying to develop their ideas in this favorable context.
Gość w dom, Bóg w dom, which means the visitor at your home is like a god at your home.
However, we are Europeans. Our first step in this analysis must be the economic context in Poland. Anne Vonnegar is the co-owner of a European company that develops shopping centers in Poland. Daniel Millán is the CEO in a company that helps other companies to enter the Polish market.
It is one of the few economies in Europe that kept on growing even in the crisis days. It's an open market economy, and that attracts foreign players, which is, I think, healthy and good for the Polish economy.
Poland is 40 million people. It's a bridge to 200 million inhabitants that we can find in the East Europe. It's a good market for investment and probably the best in European Union right now.
The growing economy obviously invites many people from outside Poland, but also from inside Poland, to come to Warsaw and to try to do business.
In a healthy economy with good growing prospects, many people from different parts of the world and other parts of Poland are moving to Warsaw, making the city's multicultural structure even more tangible. Judita is a Polish journalist and film director. She wrote a book with title Poland Through the Eyes of Foreigners.
Warsaw, before the war, was a city with many cultures, and there were many languages on the streets of Warsaw. Poland starts to be multicultural. It's changing. There are many foreigners that come to Poland to live here, and they like it for some reason.
Good evidence for that is the increasing number of foreigners that are starting to learn Polish. Kasia has been teaching Polish for 5 years. She's a freelance translator and a language teacher born and raised in Warsaw.
But it changes. You have a lot more foreigners. For example, if I look at the people, how many people want to learn Polish, like foreigners, it's really a lot. So the number is really speedily, I would say, increasing.
Rebecca is one of her students. This Norwegian woman is a rebbetzin, the wife of a rabbi. She talked to us about her feelings concerning life in Poland and the experience with the Polish language.
The history that you find here, this being on it's a very interesting place geographically in between East and West, and to see all of that and get to experience all of it is really quite incredible. Sometimes not knowing the language properly can make you meet people in a different place where you're closer to them.
Warsaw is becoming a perfect place for various new utopics projects. Redbat is an actor and director who was born in Amsterdam but have some Polish roots. He's also an active cultural developer in Warsaw.
It's a high potential for me in Europe. Warsaw is really economically, but also in a cultural way. There's a lot of things going on and still going on, still developing. So a lot of people are active, doing things on the street, doing things in spaces like old factory spaces. So it's really like, I think the atmosphere in Warsaw is like it was in Berlin like 10 years ago. So I think Warsaw is like the new Berlin, I think. You really have to come to Warsaw with something interesting, with something really, you have to come to Warsaw with your power, with your entrepreneurial power, and then if you have a good proposition, then it's really, then you can really develop.
But art is not enough for the world trip to Poland. So before we came back, we decided to taste the Spanish paella from Telepaella. Its owner, Enrique, is a Spanish pioneer in the paella delivery business in Warsaw.
Me vine escapando de la crisis de España.
I came to Poland to escape the crisis in Spain. There were no jobs available. I chose Poland because I speak Polish. This is going to be my new restaurant. It's being refurbished at the moment. The problem is that not everyone in Poland knows what a paella is, although things are changing. It isn't very common at the moment, but a few people are starting to appreciate it.
Lo aprecian bien.
As you have seen, many things are going on in Warsaw now, so keep in touch and stay connected with Poland.